Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good. So, as it is in pandemic situation, stay at home. That is the only way to escape from this pandemic disease. Okay, now we'll enter into the lesson. So, today we are going to learn about hydrologic cycle. So, what is meant by hydrology? Hydrology is nothing but water. We are going to learn about water cycle. Okay, water on the earth. Okay, so we all know in the globe also we can see it is fully covered with water and it is given in blue in color. So total area of the earth, almost 71% of the water we can see, and this water covered over 326 million cubic miles. Okay, next one. Among this, salt water is covered 97.2% and fresh water is 2.8%. Only 2.8% of fresh water we can get from the overall water. Next one. In the surface water, that is the water we are getting on the earth, not below the earth, on the earth is 2.2%, and the groundwater means what? The water which we are getting under the ground is 0.6%. And from glaciers means what? Ice rivers and icy continents. So these are all called as glaciers and ice caps. Yes, Antarctica is fully covered with ice. Okay, and almost Antarctic Ocean is also covered with ice. So in that we can get 2.15% of water. Okay, can you understand this? Next one, water cycle. Water cycle means what? Okay, we all see the water on the surface in the forms of lakes, ponds and oceans. But when it is raining is the water droplets that is coming from the atmosphere. Atmosphere in the sense in the sky. Okay, yes, the same water we are seeing in the oceans, the same water which is coming from the sky. How it is happening? That is called as water cycle. So this water cycle is the process which is carried by the sun. Okay, sun temperature. Because of this sun temperature only, the water droplets which are in the ocean and other water bodies is taken to the atmosphere, and because of the condensation, the process name is what? Condensation. The gas water becomes changed into liquid water as droplets and reached on to the earth. Can you understand this? It is a sun driven process from oceans to the air, that is to the atmosphere, again atmosphere to the land, and again land to the ocean. It is a continuous process. Okay, here the water cycle consists of three phases. One is evapotranspiration. Say after me, evapotranspiration. Next one is precipitation. Third one is runoff. So these three phases happen in the water cycle. Have you understand this? Next one, components. Components means what? The important things which are happening in this water cycle. One is evapotranspiration, second one is condensation, third one is precipitation, fourth one is infiltration, fifth one is percolation, sixth one is what? Runoff. So these six are important components of the water cycle, that is the important elements of the water cycle. The first one, evapotranspiration. Actually here there are two processes are combined here. One is evaporation, next one is transpiration. and together combines, it is called as evapotranspiration. First we will see what is evaporation, and the next one is transpiration. Evaporation means what? Here the liquid changes into gaseous forms. Okay, in science you have learnt about liquid, solid and gas. Liquid means what? It is in the water stage. Solid means what? It is in the ice stage. Next one is gaseous. It is in the air stage. Okay, here the liquid changes into gaseous form. Actually, this process has taken even when the water is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is the normal heat of the water, normal temperature of the water. Here, the evaporation from the water body is 90%, and from the remaining 10% is from the plants. Okay, because of this evaporation only, we are feeling the humidity. Humidity means what? Moisture. The air content which is sustained by the air. The water content which is sustained by the air. Next one, during the windy times. Windy time means what? When we feel more wind, the high level of evaporation is happening. Not only in the windy times but also in the high temperature and in high humidity, high moisture, and the aerial extent of water bodies, the huge extent of water bodies. So these are all the reasons, main reasons for the taken place of evaporation. Have you understand? Next one is transpiration. Transpiration means what? We all know the plants also having the inhaling and exhaling experiences like human beings. Okay, as we are having the inhale and exhale, the plants also have the inhale and exhale. That is called as transpiration. Plants released water content, that is called as transpiration. So in this transpiration process of the plant, the root of the plant, the soil, bark means what? The branches and other things of the plant. So these things also determines the transpiration from one plant. Can you understand? Next one is condensation. Here, okay, already we have learned evapotranspiration means what? Means what? Here the water is converting into gaseous form. Here the gaseous form changes into liquid. Can you understand? It is just opposite to the evapotranspiration. So here it forms clouds also. We can see the clouds in the sky. So the condensation is the reason for the formation of clouds. So it is and also it produces the precipitation. Precipitation means what? It cools the surface. It cools the air surface. It cools the atmosphere. That is called as precipitation. Here the gaseous form changes into liquid, and also it is the reason for formation of clouds, and it also is the reason for production of precipitation. It is producing the cool and moisture surface. So here three important things are given in the condensation. One is dew. Dew means what? It is just a droplet. Okay, next one is frost. Frost means what? It is the total combination of the droplets. Total combination of the droplets. Dew is the single droplet. Frost is combination, collections of droplets. Next one is fog. Fog is just a cloud. Okay, fog is just a cloud which consists of icy droplets. Can you understand? Fog is air which consists of icy droplets. Next one, mist. Mist is also consists of droplets hanging in the air, but it consists less weight comparing with the fog. Can you understand? Mist is also same like fog, but it lesser weight than fog. Next one is clouds. We all can see the clouds in the sky. These clouds consist of ice droplets and ice crystals. Do you know that all the clouds are made up of droplets and ice crystals? The size of each droplets which are in the clouds are couple of microns, so small in size, to 100 microns. Can you understand? From couple of microns to 100 microns. Air get saturated. Saturated means what? Cools down. Okay. In this cloud only, air gets cooled down, and air has water vapor, and temperature is getting down in this cloud. Okay.